Hello everybody, this is Milagros. Welcome to Binah Tarot, and I'm going to be doing the tarot scopes for each one of the zodiac signs in regards to love for the month of January. Let's begin. This month I will be doing the Celtic Cross with the Kingdom within Tarot by Juno, Lucina and Sharon ThornFeather. And I am going to be pulling one card for advice from the Oracle of Echoes by Tourian. Cancer, this is your tarot scope for the month of January. And the first card we have is the Six of Wands, which is the card of victory. So whether you're going to be feeling better after challenging period during the last year, I would say that this card also speaks about pride, about dignity. So if you have felt like they have done wrong to you in a way, this is a month in which you will try to rebuild the trust in yourself, the self-confidence. It is a month in which you will try to strengthen, in a way, your self-image, your self-worth. You are going to work on it. It's going to be a focus. You are going to focus on being maybe a little bit more tough, maybe a little bit more firm, maybe giving an image that will get, let's say, respect, or yeah, I would say respect from the other side, from other people. It can also mean that you have made an effort during the last months, and that effort is going to be recognized during this period of time. Now, this is crossed by the Ace of Cups. So this success, in a way, might come or might feel like it comes with an emotional cost. It might feel, or you might feel, that you are kind of sacrificing who you are. Maybe it might feel that although you want to be more firm, although you want to take care of your dignity and to let it show, to let it be respected, it's almost as if your feelings, or you feel that your feelings, come across as an obstacle. Maybe you say, okay, I'm not going to trust so easy anymore because I don't want to be naive. But in a way, you feel that that is a bit disruptive of your nature. So that is a focus here. And it's interesting because in the past, we have a situation that you have been clinging to. We have a Four of Pentacles, which is a card of acquisition, but in emotional terms, it speaks about things, habits, situations, people that we have clinged in a way. Maybe it is a situation that it has been difficult to move on from, or a person that has been in your life for a while and you had to just turn the page, or something that you felt really close to and that suddenly you needed to release, whether it was somebody who left from your life, or whether it was a point of view that you were trying to defend, and at some point maybe you had to change your mind or to accept maybe the terms of the other person so that the things could work better. It can also mean that you have struggled a lot to make your point, to get your point through, and that eventually it is being understood or respected by the other side, by the other part. Now, in the base, in the foundation, we have the Page of Cups, which is another water card. There is a lot of water energy throughout this reading. There is no swords whatsoever. So I feel that the moon, in a way, the moon is your ruler, your ruling planet. I know it's not a planet, but in astrology, that's how we call it. So it is almost as if this energy is igniting the connection with yourself in a way, because I'm not sure, like, these cards could represent somebody else in your life. They could be another person from a water sign too, but I feel that it also speaks, or it mostly speaks about the connection that you have with yourself. This is a month in which you are going to focus a little bit more in you, a little bit less in other people, at least not as intensely as you will focus in yourself. Whatever has to do with other people, I feel that it will be more in a surface level, more than as deeply as the connection that you are trying to work within yourself. There is this this is a younger energy. The Queen of Cups, like in the conscious level, the Queen of Cups is somebody who is trying to heal in a way. It's a person who is embracing her nature. Like you're embracing during this month who you are, but you are trying to be or to seem or to come across like a more mature version of yourself. Although unconsciously you are still a believer, although unconsciously you're still a romantic in a way, although unconsciously you still want to trust in people. You have learned some lessons, so you're trying to keep the things a little bit more, I won't say exactly mature, but a little bit more grounded. So, in regards to the current energies, we have the Five of Pentacles, which speaks about financial troubles, and it can mean that you are going through some financial hardship or trouble, and that is in a way disrupting this whole emotional wave of feelings. So you might not, that's one of the reasons that you might not be able to directly address the things as you want during this month. Now, in an emotional level, this card can mean going through some hardship in the relationship itself, like maybe not getting the attention that you want from the other person. Maybe you asked for help and the other person might not be fully available to you. Maybe the other person can really not help much for this, because the help, as I was saying, is within yourself more than from other sources, at least emotionally speaking. This card can also represent a couple that sticks together through thick and thin. So it can be that although you might be going through some other kind of hardship in your life, at least that person is the kind of person that will stick to you through thick and thin. That is for the people that has like a long-term relationship, that have long-term relationships. Now, in the case of new relationships, it might mean this as well, but it might mean that you are not getting the attention that you feel that you deserve during this time, and that especially during this time that you are strengthening that relationship with yourself, you feel that maybe it seems or it shows more than previously. Now, in regards to the surroundings, we have the Two of Pentacles, which is the successful change card, but it's also the measuring options card. So this speaks to me about the other person trying to make a decision. Whether this person is trying to make a decision maybe within two choices, maybe there is more than one person that she or he is trying to make a decision about. Maybe it is the relationship and the work, or the studies, or the family, but it feels almost as if the other person is confused within which road to take, within more than one option, or more than one thing that he or she has to focus on during this month. It feels almost as if the person wants to do the right choice, make the right decision, but he or she is being a little bit too practical during this time of the year. It feels it's not a very emotional card, so it feels almost as if the person is thinking more of his or her own material well-being. As for the unexpected, we have the Eight of Pentacles, and this card can mean that you are going to be a bit too busy with work matters, so you won't have plenty of time to focus on this establishing, on this fixing, on this addressing the relationships or the connections with other people. But it can also mean that you are going to be fixated. It can speak about obsession in a way. Just try not to get obsessed in matters. Like, especially during this month, you're going to feel very intuitive. You're going to feel like you might have a feeling like something is wrong, or like something is not, it doesn't zip right. And in this card kind of tells me that, yeah, it might be the case, but just try not to overthink about it, or try not to draw conclusions without conversation, without communication. Because as I was telling, I don't see any sword cards here, which is, it's okay, but it also speaks about not having a balanced, in a way, energy, because the swords are communication. So there is a lot of thoughts, there is a lot of feelings, there is a lot of intentions, of actions, but I don't see much talking going on. So just try not to draw conclusions within your mind within yourself without actually speaking to the person, so that you can make sure if the things are the way you think they are. And this is coming unexpectedly because it might not be something that you are going to plan. It might be that at some point you are going to see that you are thinking or overthinking into the matter. Now, as for the future cards, we have the Kingdom within all. That it's a card that goes a bit beyond than just the financial matters and just the emotional matters. It speaks about personal development. So this tells me that this is a month, it is a good month to set a foundation, to create a foundation so that you can work towards that integration of different sides within yourself. Just making yourself more tolerant, making yourself like you have the emotional side developed, but this is a good month to create a foundation so that you can work in balancing out your different sides, in balancing out your different priorities, growing in a way emotionally. This card, it speaks about gifts, about psychic gifts as well, or gifts of healing, of information even. It speaks about development, times of development. So I think that this is a good month so that you can look again for new things, for good things, for making the sense out of things that maybe were not making a lot of sense in the past. As for the outcome, I have the Three of Cups. That is the Abundance card. Another Cups card, another card that is connected to Aries. And I think that this card, in this case, speaks that whether you're going to meet up with this person for a coffee, for a date, for going out, but it feels a little bit superficial. It feels a little bit like there might, some conversations might come across around this topic, but they are not going to go as deep as you wish they would go. They are going to be more like I was saying, more superficial, more in a surface level. The deep connection I see, the important connection I see during this month is a connection with yourself, more than the connection with others. Even if you're in a relationship, I don't see that it is going to be, or at least the cards do not suggest that it should be the highlight during this month. The highlight during this month should be the relationship with yourself. As for the advice card, we have the Hope card. And this is a very good card to get us advice because it tells us that no matter how difficult the things have been and the hardships that we have gone through, there is always a light in the end of the tunnel. So don't get disencouraged. There is always a solution for everything. There is always a way out. We don't really need to address everything immediately or to flash out on anything or to be a little bit too impulsive on our reactions. We don't need to be changing or taking very deep or serious decisions when we are not totally sure of them. Sometimes we just need to let life show us the way and show us the blessings that we can get if we learn to listen. Not to listen to every single thought we have that can confuse us, but to listen to these really deep thoughts that we have that come from within. This communication that in a way life can have with us, the synchronicities and the messages that might lie within yourself or within your surroundings. You just have to, in a way, learn to listen and not lose hope, because things are going to look up, things are going to get better. You're going to make a sense out of why some things happened, as I was telling in a specific way. Just do not lose hope, do not get pessimistic, do not attract negative energies to yourself. This is just a general reading, and you can always check your ascendant, your moon sign and Venus in order to get more information. Or you can book a private reading with me by following the links that I am leaving down below. You can have access to my 60-minute reading. It's a 65-minute reading actually during this month. It's an in-depth reading in which we can see further details on specific or general situations. There is also a promo that I launched for this month. It's my 30-minute reading, which costs only $29 instead of $35. This is an offer that is valid during the month of January because of the new year. Also, I launched a new contest, and you only need to share a Facebook post that I'm going to be linking down below as well. And you have to like my Facebook page and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to set the privacy to public so that I can see that you have shared. The contest expires on the 15th of January, and I should be announcing the winner on the 16th or 17th. Also, I made a separate video, and unfortunately I could do it only in Spanish because I was really in a hurry. It was just a live broadcast. And during that broadcast I was thanking everybody because I hit the 10,000 subscriber mark, and this is only thanks to you and to your support. Besides that, I am also explaining the delay on the yearly tarot scopes of the rest of the signs. I had to go on a trip, so I didn't really have the option to transfer the videos from my memory card to my computer as I was recording them. So when I tried to actually transfer the files, I realized that it was pretty much corrupted. They were corrupted. It was impossible to rebuild the database. So although I tried, eventually I just realized that I will have to re-record them from scratch. They are lengthy videos, so please bear with me because it will take some time. It was from Virgo to Pisces. So, besides that, I really hope you have a wonderful new year. I have the best wishes for you. Thank you so much for liking, for sharing, for subscribing, for the comments and the support that you have shown me. And I really hope to see you next month again. Bye bye.